I can't think of anything more fun than being up in the air and looking down at the world.
You're flying in 3D, bird's eye view. You can never get that kind of view anywhere else.
On takeoff, I'm just like overcome with this joy. I can't stop smiling. It's the most exciting thing.
It's just an incredible sense of freedom.
It is the greatest feeling to know that you've accomplished something that a very small percent of the world has done.
So there is no educational requirements in getting a license, but you cannot solo till you're 16 years old.
Stage 1, they get an intro flight. After their intro flight, they get partnered with an instructor, and as well as they get their student pilot certificate.
If you can prove that you can do things safely in the airplane or with somebody sharing the responsibility, you will be able to get your licenses.
Before you even leave the ground, you're learning about the aerodynamics of an airplane, the physics of it, the math in it, you're calculating your weight and balance.
Really beneficial to look at the books one day and then actually apply it to the flying. Some people do the ground school, and then once it's all finished, they go on to the flying portion.
And when someone starts, it's much like taking piano lessons, as in you reserve the instructor, you reserve the airplane, you have a 2-hour lesson, and then you go do it.
From the first day you get in the plane, you are taking off and trying to land on your own, but you have your instructor right there, kind of pulling on the yoke and helping you out a little. But once you get a little further, you're actually feeling like, okay, I know how to do this.
The fun part starts till you do solo cross countries.
Cross country being more than 50 nautical miles, not all the way across the United States. So the cross country phase is to recognize where you're going, that type of airport, possibly a different control tower, different controllers in the tower.
It's like getting your driver's license, pretty much. You have passed your written test, you take the results to the FAA examiner, and they will test you on the ground with your knowledge a little bit. Then you will go up and fly for an hour, hour and a half. If you meet all the standards, you're safe and consistent, you get your license.
The minimum to get your pilot's license is 40 hours of actual flight time.
If you're a full-time student, you can get it in 3 months.
The cost of attaining your pilot's license is about $12,000, but I can foresee using this for the rest of my life, so to me, it is worth it.
Did I ever think that when I was 17 I'd be able to fly a plane? Absolutely not.
Buchanan Field's a wonderful airport to learn to fly at. It's small enough to give you the time to work with air traffic control when you're practicing takeoffs and landings, yet it has multiple runways, so it's not just like you're learning to fly in some pasture somewhere out in Nebraska. You actually have ongoing operations here.
We have fantastic weather. So we have sunny skies a lot of the year, even in the wintertime. So it's a great place to learn to fly. You're not going to have long periods of bad weather that basically makes it impossible to get up in the air.
We've got airline pilots, certified flight instructors teaching the course. They can also mentor those students as they go along and help them find the path that they want to take in military as a fighter pilot or a transport pilot or an airline pilot.
We have a cadet program where we reach out to 12 to 18-year-olds, and we provide a whole program that teaches the cadets kind of military leadership skills and etiquette, and we do a lot of different activities including aerospace education, and we go on field trips. We work with Travis Air Force Base, and we went for a Chinook helicopter ride earlier, so we have lots of different components like that. So.
When you become a pilot, you would always want to join either the flying club or pilots association.
What you get with a club is you essentially become an owner, as if you own a share of the airplanes.
In fact, I have a weekend trip coming up this weekend where I'm going to fly to Southern California. You can reserve the airplane, and then you show up at the clubhouse, get the keys, do your pre-flight, and off you go.
I've got a passion for aviation, and the Buchanan and the Byron airports are extra special. The management to the tenants at both airports are just fun to be around, and it's an exciting place.